back.
Hey, what's up? I'd like to start today's episode off with our sponsor, Wendy's here. 15% off. Use KLR for 15% off. Anyways, welcome back. Welcome back. We had a little, I would say a long break in between this episode. We just had some content to drop in between for the great old trip to LA. So, let's go on about that real quick. So, it was a last minute trip me and my brother decided to make. I was like, hey, let's go see Avenged Sevenfold. You know, I couldn't get off of work. And we happened to be doing a show on my days off in LA. Coming from me, I was like, man, I'm never going to go to LA. Fuck that place, man. I hate it. Yuck, you know? Then I got there, bro. Anyways, went through the whole planning, got the hotel, got the flight, got there. It was awesome. Loved it. Loved it. Amazing. Well, now I'm going to update everybody on how everything kind of happened and transpired that wasn't on the vlog. So, first night, we're staying in Inglewood. It's not the nicest part of the town, we'll say, John. Bear with me here. First night we're there, I go to check into the hotel. All's good, you know. Checked in on Hopper, fucking, with the email. And then they're like, sir, we need $100 cash deposit. And I'm like, what? What do you mean you need cash? And they're like, yeah, it's cash only. I'm like, it's like 2023. Nobody carries cash. And she's like, well, that's what it is. And I'm like, okay, where the hell's an ATM at, lady? And she's like, there's one right, over here. So I'm like, okay. I walk my little happy ass over there to go put in my debit card, put in, PIN, get that cash out. ATM's out of service. So I go back up. I'm like, where am I supposed to get money from? And she's like, oh, well, there's one like a couple, blocks down the street. So we get into Inglewood at like, I don't know, 9:30, 10 o'clock. And I'm like, oh, great, cool. We got to walk through somewhere. We have no idea where we're at. Definitely not like the nicest part of town. And go get money out. And I didn't even know, so whatever. We went there. Well, we got settled in. We DoorDashed some food. My brother had some Chipotle for the first time. Like a little loser. And went crashing. Well, anyways, we'll fast forward to the morning. We're 3 hours behind, too, over there on the West Coast, which was awesome. Anybody that's on the East Side, bro, this time sucks. I want to have West Coast time all the time. Anyways, we get back, or we get up, and my sister, like's blowing on my phone, man. I'm like, what the hell? I got, 4 missed calls, 30 text messages, and I'm like, what is your deal, dude? And she's like, 3 people were shot and killed last night a half block away from you. I was just making sure that you didn't, get killed. And I was like, oh, geez, okay. Cool. Awesome. I'm good. Thanks for caring. So we ended up, getting showered, getting ready to go out and walk around all day, which is exactly what we did. We went and saw SoFi Arena, started the day off at Starbucks because I'm such a coffee slut. And did a tour of SoFi, saw the new Clippers building being built, and went to Ross Park Mall kind of thingy, like a little plaza that had a bunch of stores, bought some clothes, went to Whataburger. Okay, so at this point, we're about 3 hours away from the show, and we're starting to get excited. I'm like, man, let's just, let's relax here. We'll go hit up a bar, like a little bit before. We were gonna walk because it made no sense to Uber everywhere. It was so nice. So we go through. We find this little bar, go there, we hang out. The people think my brother has a fake ID because he looks like he's fucking 12 years old. So I walk in, they don't even card me, and Braden walks in behind me like, whoa, dude. He's like, what? And they're like, ID, buddy. So he's like, I'm 20. He's like, I'm 23. Like, I'm 23. And they're like, okay, you look like you're 12. So whatever, they gave him a card with it. And so we get to the show. We get there early. We're meeting all these people. And by the way, for anybody that didn't know, hasn't talked to me since, dude, everyone in LA was super cool with us. With me and my brother, we fit right in, our weird asses. Well, yeah, so anyways, John, we got there, and we're having a good time talking to these fans of, like, football, Avenged Sevenfold, everything. My brother's telling everyone, like, are you a member of the Death Bat Club? We get in line to go to general admission, and the whole time for this trip, dude, my brother was panicking about, like, his ticket not working. The entire time. The entire time. I'm like, bro, you're going to be fine. Like, I went to a million shows, never had an issue with a mobile transfer. Like, you're good. Like, calm the down. So, sure as fucking shit. I go in, I go scan my ticket, I have it in Apple Wallet. They don't take Apple Wallet there. They need a damn barcode. They're the only place in America that only takes a moving barcode. So they're not letting me in. So then my brother scans. He gets in. And I thought to myself, I'm like, how fucking ironic is this? How ironic is this shit? So anyways, they're like, okay, well, go to the box office, this and that, da-da-da-da-da-da. Go to the box office. Oh, we're going to have to contact people you bought it from. I don't know who the fuck I bought it from, bro. It was transferred to me. So I call StubHub. Long story short, I missed the first show, the first band. Missed them. Completely missed them. My brother's in there running around talking to every security guard, seeing if somebody could sneak me in this place. And I'm like, oh, dude, I did not just spend fucking $2,000 to fucking not see Avenged Sevenfold. Like, I'm getting pissed off. I was on the phone with StubHub for an hour and a half. Straight up, an hour and a half. I was on the phone with StubHub. And it just sank in. I'm like, I'm not going to be able to fucking see them, dude. Like, I don't know. I was just like, whatever. Well, then my brother's like, dude, just go back to the gate that you got in, see if they'll, like, work with you, you know? So I go back over there. I'm like, I've tried everything, but on the phone, this and that, da-da-da-da. Whatever. So, long story short, let's just say they helped me out. The old lady was like, wink, wink, get your ass in there, come back, see me in a couple of minutes. I'll give you a wristband and just shh. So, if you're watching this, honey, thank you, because you're the best. So I got to experience the show. Softball in reverse, amazing. Ronnie is such a performer. I don't know if anyone watched the vlog. The sound actually ended up coming out really well on it as well. The video recordings as well for being on an iPhone were also phenomenal. Everybody got to see me cry. It was a great time. One of the best shows I've ever been to. And I'm not just saying that because of, you know, the nostalgia. And it's like one of my favorite bands. That arena, for once, the Kia Forum, is specifically built for concerts. The whole way that it's set up. And it was my first time at, like, a truly sold out arena show. Dude, when I tell you that, like, 22,000 people is a lot, like, it was crazy.
That's
but
crazy,
dude, it was. Everywhere you looked, there was, like, people. And during one of the coolest moments, of course, I hated it in the moment, you know, because I was like mad at Avenged Sevenfold for playing my song that makes me sad, boy. I was like in my head, I'm like, you guys can do this. You do it, like, you know what I mean? So, but I remember this moment in it. Everybody's fucking flashlights were on their phones, and it, like, lit up the entire arena, and it was so awesome. But yeah, if you guys didn't check out that vlog, it was the first vlog we ever did. It turned out really well. Thank you, Dante. We'll put the link in the bio above, as well as a couple pictures here to kind of showcase what happened and how it was and everything. But yeah, all in all, it's a great time. Me and my brother definitely did not want to leave, but unfortunately, life moves on and you got to go to work. So,
yeah.
You know, that's where we're at with it. But
I'm glad you got in, though. That would have given me a full-on panic attack trying to deal with that.
Buddy, when I tell you I wanted to freaking break the fucking glass in between me and this lady at the box office and freaking squeeze her, I was like, just let me in. Like, I have proof of the ticket. Like, not literally. I didn't want to really. But I was, like, so upset. And I wasn't even mad at her. I was mad at the lady on StubHub because, you know, you spend all this money for fees that I don't even understand, truthfully. They're like, oh, processing fee. Bitch, what is processed? It's an email that goes to my phone. What do you mean? As if I don't pay enough money for fucking data as it is. I gotta pay a transfer fee on a phone? Okay, get out of here. But anyway, yeah. I haven't like got the chance to like say that yet. I didn't bring it up in the vlog, of course. I didn't record it
Mhm.
either. I was pretty pissed off. Last thing I was thinking about was, man, this is gonna be good content. you know, so uh, we ended up getting in, and it was just a phenomenal experience. And I definitely will be going back to LA as well to have some fun. Again, check it out. Everybody talks about the smell of LA, which there is. The bitter irony of it, though, is for a state that hates emissions so much, sure as fuck smells like fossil fuels. I'm sorry, I had to throw that jab in there. But yeah, it was a good time, man. I saw the Grand Canyon, all these mountains. I've never seen mountains before like that in my life on the plane ride. It was cool. Like I said, if you haven't seen it, guys, check it out. Link will be above. But yeah, man, John, you and I, we both got to experience some pretty nice concerts with some of our favorite bands within the
Yeah.
last several
I-
weeks. Actually,
yeah.
you went, what, 3 days before I left?
Yeah, I did. The June 6th was co-headlining Trivium and Beartooth, which Trivium I hadn't seen since 2008. So I hadn't seen them in 15 years, which makes you feel old when you have very clear memories of something that like didn't seem that long ago, and then you're like, "Oh, that was 15 years." Like that's they've been doing it for a long time. They had a phenomenal live performance. Like it was great because what was it? Archetypes Collide or something was the opening band. And you know, it sucks to be an opening band when like no one knows who you are, no one's gonna like mosh or anything. But they did one of the smartest things I've ever seen an opening band do is they did I think it was one or two covers of like Linkin Park and stuff, which was really great. Of like Linkin Park big songs, gets everyone sing along, get people wild. I was like, it was kind of fun to like do a sing
That's
along thing.
ingenious. That's so
Yeah, it
genius.
was because it got people fired up. Like no one's gonna
Yeah.
like not sing along to like Linkin Park, like and stuff. So that was a smart idea on their part. And then I didn't even realize it at first that when we originally got the tickets, because they only listed the headliners, that Malevolence from the Aggression Sessions was on there and everything. So they were pretty great. Nice like British band and everything. They did it was a big missed opportunity because it was a Tuesday and I was hoping that they'd say something super British like it's Tuesday, in it? Or something the whole Tuesday thing. I was like,
It's Tuesday, isn't it? It's
yeah,
Tuesday up here in Houston.
I know. I was like, oh, but yeah, no, they were pretty
Such an
awesome.
angry band from being from
Oh,
over there.
that's the funniest part because like in between their thing because they are like real aggressive and stuff but then in between when they're talking you're like just super British like nice
Thank
people.
you so much. Thank you so much for listening to our music and kicking ass in the mush.
Yeah, no, that was like because they got people really riled up because he was demanding that everyone crowd surf who possibly could. And you know, security always loves that when someone's like riling the crowd up and it's like go wild, I want to see everyone push to the front, push to the stage, and the security guards were just like pulling people off the thing. I was like,
Everybody fucking kill everybody.
oh yeah, no, it was good. And then the mosh pit was really great, like a good crowded because it was at Emo's, which was like a bigger venue than Come and Take It Live, where we saw Necrogoblicon. So they Trivium, they're great. Like it's crazy to realize like their set list, both them and Beartooth did it of like like all their greatest hits and
Yeah.
stuff, like back to back. And I was like, that's I'm a big fan of that. To just be like, we know what you're here for, play your best songs, like and then even Beartooth, their thing was really really good because by the time they came on, we're all just sweaty. It's the first time I've ever taken my shirt off at a concert. I was sweating that much. Just like,
Uh huh.
which actually I found is kind of dope if you're near the mosh pit because no one wants to touch you when you're like sweaty and shirtless. So like we
Uh huh.
got like 4 feet of space behind us, so it was like nice to be on the perimeter of the mosh pit but not be like tossed around. So that
Yeah.
was like a good time. And they Beartooth, they put on an incredible live performance. Like really, probably the best show I've ever been to, as far as like, namely because they everyone sang along to every song that they had, and was just like,
every time I've seen Beartooth, the crowd
oh
interaction is just incredible, man. And
yeah, yeah,
Caleb,
Caleb
man,
Shomo,
he does a
yeah,
great job.
he does. Of like, it's funny actually. It was interesting, like going back through their old videos to realize like how much weight he's lost because he's like a lean cut guy now, and it's like I remember he used to be not like big or anything, but he used to be kind of thicker, like the singer Day to Remember, kind of that a little bit stockier build. And
Yeah,
it's funny because he's like now like shirtless, kind of like real strong and everything. Had a bunch of cupping marks on his back, so he obviously is into like active recovery stuff and everything. But yeah, overall, I was just like the crowd work and engagement was just like off the charts and stuff. And I think one of the things I was going to touch on is it's interesting because Beartooth is like a super positive band and stuff. Like Trivium is too and everything. And it was interesting to think about that a lot of these bands are moving towards like a more positive direction. Like I'd say a lot of even like Bring Me the Horizon stuff, much like very like more positive messaging and stuff. And then
more personable.
yeah, more personable. And then what's it called? Like Life is But a Dream, like by Avenged Sevenfold. Like it's interesting to like grow up with these bands and to like see them as adults now. Like it's interesting because I remember when I was younger, like M Shadows, like Matt just seems so much older than me and stuff. But now
Oh,
that like once you're in your 30s, you're like everyone seems about the same age and stuff. Like
yeah.
it's weird to be like, oh, he's just a guy. Like he's just like the vlog, of course, was great and everything, but like seeing all the footage and stuff people got from that LA show was just like just phenomenal with the Life is Better Dream
Yeah,
tour. Like,
honestly, I just I saw a reel on Instagram of the show I was at, and there's two things I want to bring up about it. First off, the reel was awesome, and it was beautiful. It just was so good. It captured so many good moments. And yes, Matt Shadows, man, he has gotten older. All of them have though, but it doesn't seem like they did. But you grew up with them at the same time, so it's like a really weird dynamic. But no. So
mhm.
what I want to bring up about it though is that girl or guy. I'm sorry, I don't know who it really was that was doing the photography and the videography, but dude, she has been like, or he has been trying to get with Avenged Sevenfold for years. For
Yeah,
years. Like over a decade. And she got to do it, and it's just like, oh my god, it just adds to like the whole life is but a dream, the whole like just continuing to work for what like something that you want. Like it always comes to you if you put that energy into the universe. That bitch
yeah,
gives it right back to you in so many better ways, you know. So that
oh,
was it was so awesome to see that, and yeah, there were so many good videos coming from that show, and oh my god, man, I want to relive it again, honestly.
yeah. Do you want
I
to
really do.
let's show that brief little thing? Let's see if it pops up and works properly on here.
Yeah,
Yeah, like just
tell
so
me
many
that's
good
not.
moments.
Yeah, tell me that's not like the coolest thing, man. Just
Yeah,
grinding your ass off to get to have a moment like this.
yeah, of just like
Like,
putting it all out there, of just like following that for so long. Like it's crazy to realize like trying to like see them and like to see dreams fulfilled like that is always awesome and everything.
dude.
Nicole Lindbergh is the photographer for that and
Okay,
everything.
yeah. Look,
Spent 10 years trying to film them and like never could get press passes or like whatever. Just like
she
well
did a
deserved
phenomenal
success.
job. Yeah.
Yeah, because the 360 camera stuff's awesome. Like watching like
Oh,
Matt, like the way he interacted with the crowd and stuff was real cool. They're just like they're amazing and stuff.
I
To
have a
see
couple
that.
Easter eggs. I'll say as they always say. You know, I've grown up listening to them forever, but they always say Easter eggs in their songs or interviews. They always talk about Easter eggs, and that comes from them doing the Call of Duty Zombies and everything. But uh, they did like fucking 3 Easter eggs at this show, so it was really cool. So the first one was an Easter egg about So Far Away. Second one was an Easter egg about backcountry or something like that. And then the third Easter egg, it was the coolest thing ever. So they did Unholy Confessions. They did the cool breakdown at the end and everything. So you know how there's an ending chorus to Unholy Confessions?
Yeah.
So they did it twice. They did the normal one, and then they paused, had like a little break, hyped up the crowd, and then they're like, hey, you know, da-da-da-da, like, we're going to go this one more time for you crazy motherfuckers. I want to hear it. And then everyone got loud. And he's like, are you fucking kidding me? That's all you got? And then it just got so ear-piercingly loud. I was like, what the fuck are we about to hear? Like, what are they going to play? Like, are they about to play God Hates Us? Like that heavy-ass banger they had off a Nightmare? Like, nah. Dude, they did the chorus and the breakdown again, but the chorus Easter egg was what the Rev wanted the chorus to be for Unholy Confessions, and they sang it. And like, I noticed it when I was there, but I didn't really notice it until I watched the video. But I do remember, I was like, that doesn't sound like the chorus. But dude, that was so awesome. The way they honor their friend Jimmy Sullivan, man, it's beautiful, especially for somebody like me who loves him so much. I mean, I'm sure so many other fans do too, but they never forget where they came from and who was involved with them for so long, you know? So that's a thing. And, you know, they've had to grow, you know, without him, unfortunately. But it was so heartful to see how much they, like, talked about him and everything, because they brought him up, like, 4 times. And each Easter egg was about Jimmy, and I was just like, oh, I fucking love these fuckers.
Oh, that's awesome. I was like, because that's the main thing, is like having a really great live experience. I was thinking we could briefly watch a live version of one of Beartooth songs, Riptide, one of their newer ones.
Absolutely.
Show the concert experience there. But also,
Absolutely.
like you were saying, like Download Festival, like it's crazy to see bands like Architects and so many bands like putting on huge shows now and everything.
Dude, like, for one, yes, it's so great. And I touched on it today. We both did. We both talked about it. About how, like, all these bands that we grew up, like, listening to. Well, more you than me, unfortunately. But you've seen it all, my boy. But
man,
it's just been crazy because, like, all the bands that we have listened to throughout metalcore, we've watched them grow, get bigger, and now they're becoming those bands like Slipknot, the Metallicas, the oh my god, the Korns that used to headline these huge festivals. Bring Me the Horizon headline Download. First night, they headlined fucking Download Festival, which is like literally the biggest festival you can do, and it was incredible. And then Architects did it, and all these other bands that we just listened to. And wait. Before I even go any further, let's not forget that Bring Me the Horizon just broke the fucking internet. And so it's like, fuck it, we're going on tour with Bad Omens. Bro, everybody right now is drooling. Everybody. Yeah. Everyone's like, oh my god, money. The biggest band. The biggest fucking band in the United Kingdom, Bring Me the Horizon, and arguably one of the bigger bands and growing constantly more and more every day. It's just insane. Bad Omens. 2 bands that are so eerily similar, and just like the way that they've progressed their sound and like just the fans, like, dude, that was something I said to myself. I'm like, bro, if Bad Omens and Bring Me the Horizon go on tour, like, done. That's it. Like, they'll never have to tour ever again.
No, those tours, it's crazy. I've been trying to get Sleep Token tickets and everything sold out for like months and months. I can't imagine that.
Oh my god,
that's an insane lineup. And I know you actually sent me a cool video from Download Festival of what's it called? The
Architects one?
Yeah, Object and Permanence. Yeah.
Permanence with Winston.
Yeah. just so good. Just the dynamic's so good.
It is. It's amazing.
Yeah. For one, that album was so good.
Oh,
Like, for those that wish to exist, it's up there, like one of my favorites.
two of the biggest bands
Yeah.
in the metalcore scene growing up, come together, make a song, play live, and download together. We download the song.
Yeah. So good.
I'm
Yeah.
telling you, man.
There was
I'm
that
telling
was a
you,
good
bro.
one.
I'm telling you, man. Like,
I know.
don't you just want to fucking throw shit because it's so exciting.
That's
I
true.
mean,
I'm
come
like,
on.
no, that concert feeling of like just that, like lining up for a show. Stuff like, I love that feeling. Like when you're getting ready for it to happen. Everything, you're like,
Oh, just yes, you feel the adrenaline,
that energy. Oh yeah, because that's the main thing. It's just that like energy of like I hadn't gone to shows for a while and stuff, and then it was just like getting back into seeing shows has been awesome. Like I'm glad you got me back into it.
As soon as that snare hit on that drum set hits, you're fucking
Play a new song real quick.
ripping.
Yeah,
Blow your fucking voice singing this shit. Finally frozen, no more emotion. Started escaping, now everything's now. Cold in the deep end, stuck in a clear sweat. So out of breath, I know I don't have flow. Now this is way too much. Just give me the rush. Now this is way too much. Just give me the rush. I'm done explaining my pain. This is way too much. I wanna feel euphoria. Give me the rush, 'cause it's the last time that I romanticize the first time that's trying to show me. Full of excuses for way too long. Don't wanna sing another loveless song, 'cause it's the last time that I romanticize the first time it's all written.
people lost their minds during this song.
I didn't see why. It's like one of the top 5 for them.
Yeah, the crowd was so good. Like people were hyped up.
This is way too much. Just give me the rest. This is way too much. I'm done explaining my pain. This is way too much. I wanna feel euphoria. Give me the rush, 'cause it's the last time that I romanticize the red time that's trying to drown me. Full of excuses for way too long. Don't wanna sing another loveless song, 'cause it's the last time that I romanticize the red time that's all ripped up. Don't wanna die, I guess I gotta let it go. Don't wanna die, I guess I gotta
So good.
Let me hear you sing this shit. I'm done explaining my pain. This is I wanna feel euphoria, 'cause it's the last time that I'm done explaining my pain. This is way too much. I wanna feel euphoria. Give me the rush, 'cause it's the
they were just so good, man. People lost their minds when they did it. This yeah, dude, his voice must have been shot by the end. It was crazy.
They co-headlined that with Trivium, correct?
Yeah.
So they both played full sets, correct?
Yeah, full sets of like.
So did you get the flames and everything?
Oh no, because it was indoors and it was like a whole thing. So Trivium, they set up all their like Shogun type, like all the Japanese stuff and everything. But what is it? Beartooth, Trivium, Austin. So I just the set list. I have to pull it up because it was just like too good. So they opened with Devastation, Disease, Body Bag, Sunshine, The Lines, Beaten in Lips, Bad Listener, In Between.
I love Beaten in Lips.
You Never Know, Hated, Riptide, The Past is Dead, and then the last riff, which Caleb Shomo, part of the crowd's like walked through, played up on the sound. We got to see him so close up, and it was just a really great show overall. Like, and that's the nice thing, like you said, they both played like full sets, so you could just like see everything. Hopefully I can find it, because it would be really great to show you exactly how close we got to get, because of like, for one, Andy and I did have to buy merch and everything because it was just like too cool to see.
You have to.
No.
For every show, you gotta buy merch.
Yeah, I was like, that's the main thing. You have like, so the nice thing is that Andy got herself a Beartooth long sleeve T-shirt because it said on the back, "Let's try selling our souls," and she was like, "That's real good." And everything.
I love that.
I was like, here's how close we got when he came through the crowd and everything. Like, he walked through everyone. It was like right in there. So this was the last riff, as he was like. It was really great.
He brings a fucking heat every goddamn time, man.
And that's the cool part. Like, that's the crazy part.
Every time he brings the heat.
Yeah, like they had just done Dallas the night before. They were doing Houston. They had done Oklahoma. Like, and that's crazy to like do that many shows back to back and everything. It was just like,
oh yeah,
and to still bring that energy and everything was like really awesome.
So Caleb always brings the heat, man. For a front man, he does such an excellent job of getting the crowd involved.
Yeah,
he really does. It's awesome. It's awesome to see. I'm glad you got to experience it too. I saw him with Day to Remember and Bad Omens in Pittsburgh, and it was the same thing. Played the last riff at the end. Part of the crowd, not in the crowd. It was awesome. It was cool shit, man. Like, going to these shows, man. Like, so I'm telling, like, all you guys listening in, man, stop wasting your time. Go see a fucking metal show. You're gonna make friends. You're gonna have a memory to it. Like, it's so great. I think I've been I think to just this year 30 shows. So
yeah, I need to do more. I've missed some good ones. Hoping to possibly see, what is it? Polaris is coming through. I think Dallas and everything. Polaris. Who else are they coming through with?
Currents.
That show's gonna be yeah. Polaris and Currents will be like, because Currents, I've still been jamming on that. The Death We Seek has been really, just a good one. And that's the crazy thing, is to just realize, like, I still think that it's clearly a lot of albums have come out and everything, but I would say Currents is still album of the year. For metal, I would say Sleep Tokens, Take Me Back to Eden, top album regardless of genre. So I'm like,
I'll tell you what, I don't think anyone's beating Currents. And I mean, we gotta be careful though. We gotta be careful because Bring Me the Horizon, September, dropping that Post-Human Horror Part 2. Same with Polaris. So I don't think Currents is gonna get beat out. But if there's a band to beat them, we know who it'd be.
That's true. I'm like
We
that.
know who it'd be.
Yeah.
All right, but we'll cross that bridge when we get there. How about that? So
It's true. Also, one awesome thing you really sent me or mentioned was the one take videos that Will Ramos does are amazing. Speaking of like
oh my
live
God.
shows and everything, I'd love to see Lorna live. Like seeing
Buddy.
Will perform live would be.
Seen
I'm
him-
glad you got to. Like that would just.
Seen
be,
him 3 times. He is so. Well, the whole group as a whole is tight. They're tight.
Yeah.
Will sounds phenomenal. It sounds phenomenal, man. I can't even explain how much more impressive it is seeing it in person than it is seeing it in his one takes on YouTube or listening to the studio version. Like you see it live and it just gives you fucking goosebumps, man. It gives you goosebumps, like chills. Like you're just like, holy fuck. Like you've never heard anybody sound so clear, especially with harsh vocals, man.
Yeah.
Fuck. Like zero fault to his game, and they've been hot, man. They've been hot this year with touring. Same with Bad Omens. Bad Omens has been non-stop since the Concrete Forever tour. No, since before that. They went on their tour of the Day to Remember, and they haven't been on break since last September.
Dude, that's crazy when people do those shows, like so many shows of like.
And then they're going on tour in Europe with Bring Me the Horizon, and then coming straight back, kicking off their Concrete Forever tour with Era and Invent Animate. So, or I'm sorry, I See Stars. So like,
I know I was about to be like Invent Animate. That would be.
They played at a couple of the other shows, but man, like,
Dude.
I'm thankful, man. This has been a great year for touring,
Yeah.
new music all around. I mean, like, it's just been phenomenal, and so many things just keep getting better, you know. So it's exciting. This has been one of the most exciting years that I can remember in recent years of music.
Oh, it's been crazy. Before I forget, I have to show you this.
I love being home. It's so good to be fucking home. Yes.
Dude,
just like
that's raw vocals.
Yeah, just
that's
like
raw.
Yeah, that's the crazy part. Is that's just a phone, like that's just a quick reels type thing. Like that was, but his one take, this studio one, Sun Eater, is just one of the dude. His one takes are amazing.
Turn it up. Turn it up.
That's as up as it goes.
Welcome everybody to the Lorna Shore YouTube page. For those of you that haven't been here before, just know this is the first of many vocal covers and other playthroughs from not just me, but everybody else in the band. So if you like what you hear, like, comment, subscribe, you are in the right place. But for now, this is Sun Eater. Enjoy.
Yeah.
Guy, I tell you.
Dude, he's crazy. Just like
I can't. I'm telling you, man, this shit, guys. If you have not seen them, this does not do this man justice. Go
Yeah.
see him. Go see him live. The tickets are not going to be that expensive. It's gonna be worth it. You're probably gonna meet him. Like, just fucking go, dude. Like, oh my god. Okay.
Yeah.
Please resume for this nasty breakdown because I'm about to fucking. Jesus Christ, bro.
For one, his YouTube is a treasure, and Lorna Shore now has their YouTube channel, so that is phenomenal. Like, just
You motherfuckers better go like and subscribe to that shit.
yeah,
Like, y'all motherfuckers, I'm gonna have some beef with y'all if you don't. Shit, man. that last little 20 seconds of Screamy Boys, yeah, that was all one breath. So
that's the crazy part. Is like just his covers, like his cover of Chokehold. Like he can do everything. Because that's the crazy part of it. I don't know if Lorna will ever have clean vocals, but the fact he can really do clean vocals well, like he can do.
Oh, don't worry. Don't worry, I've been talking to my boy on the old Patreon. We're going to be getting something here pretty soon, guys. It's another Sleep Token one. You guys can all probably guess. I'm not going to give it up, though. I'll put a vote up on the site, but I'm not snitching. Y'all will see it. And it's with someone else, too. You're going to be like, uh-huh. Just wait for that one.
Okay,
That's all I'm
keep
gonna
an
say.
eye out for that. That's
all I'm going to say.
So good.
My boy Will, he's been fucking killing it, man. He's been killing it, man. I can't wait for him to get off these tour stints so we can finally get him on with the
Yeah.
boys on King Listener, man. But yeah, we're gonna get something real special from him here pretty soon. I'm really excited. So
Yeah.
hope you all are too.
Dude, it's been a phenomenal year for music. Like, it's crazy to think this is the halfway point of the year and everything. At
It
this
really
point,
is.
like, what would you say? I've been trying to think because several people have asked me for like lists of like what were the best albums for the first half of 2023. What would you say? Top 5?
Top 5 right now.
Yeah, top
Okay.
5 right now.
Top 5 right now. My boy Chris Wiseman, with good old Currents is absolutely number 1. Invent Animate number 2. Heavener. 3, based off of listening. I know it's not going to be 3 by the end of the year, but definitely Life is But a Dream is number 3 for me. 4, man, Bury Tomorrow's was excellent. It's every song transitions so well, and I'm not really a big fan of Bury Tomorrow. I like Bury Tomorrow, don't get me wrong, but they did an excellent job on the album. And man, I know at the end of the year, and I'm gonna catch hate for this. I will. That's fine. It's warranted. I know at the end of the year, I'm not gonna have Sleep Token in my top 5. I'm not gonna. I won't. But right now, number 5, I would say Take Me Back to Eden. I liked it, but I can't. I don't know. I know at the end of the year it's not going to be there because I already know that Polaris is bringing the heat, and I already know Bring Me the Horizon is bringing the heat. So if it's not Take Me Back to Eden, it's no. You know what? Fuck that. It's not even top 5 for me right now. Suffer in Heaven. Chelsea Grin.
Oh my
right now,
god!
as of right now.
This year's been so good that I forgot that was this year. I was like, I was already in my mind. I was like thinking it was back in Sovereign Hell days. Like that is so. That's how I've solved what I call the Sleep Token question. Is I'm just saying that like they transcend genres, so I don't put them on my metal list. So that way we can say clearly in my mind, Currents is up there. Suffer in Heaven was so good. It's weird that I forgot about that one. So that one was really great. Bury Tomorrow, it is weird. Like I don't listen to very much Bury Tomorrow except for that Seventh Son album is like really, really good. And
it really is.
That's a tough one. And then of course Not Without My Ghost, the Amity Affliction. That's been
I forgot about that one.
Yeah.
That's a good album though.
Yeah, but it's one of those ones that I don't listen to every song. There are like some real bangers of like I See Dead People. What is it? They had so many good ones. Show Me Your God, but like all their title ones are pretty good. The singles they released beforehand.
Yeah.
And then recently, so that's kind of like our list for the year so far. But what's your most played album for the past week?
Past week
is a good thing.
Absolutely, it's definitely Avenged Sevenfold's "Life Is But a Dream." The more I listen to that album, the more I love it, and it's just because it's so progressive, and I've really liked progressive. Mm-hmm. I'll give you the top 3 of this week because I just looked at them today. Top 3 of this week, it's still Currents is still number 1. "Life Is But a Dream" is number 2, and "Elegy" by Shadow of Intent is my number 3.
Okay.
And then it's like it's very close with Era's self-titled.
Yeah.
It's been like a couple hours.
That's for
this week.
Yeah. It's been an interesting week. My most played album for the week is The Price of Dreaming by Hollowfront. I've been on a real Hollowfront jam recently. And too, because their last year, that was a great album that we didn't even put on our list, but a lot of people enjoyed. And
we still got to talk about that for Lindsay.
Yeah, they came out with their what is it? The instrumental version of Price of Dreaming this year. So that's been, in general, I love bands doing instrumentals because that comes back to your question of like, what is it that makes death metal? Like, what is it that makes It is the vocals, because then when you hear it, you're just like, this is just like, it
Yeah,
doesn't feel metally and stuff.
yeah.
Like you could introduce it to anyone and everything. So that, oh man, it's been such a crazy year for music. Because then the Aggression Sessions was like a good one-off album. It's like hard
Yes.
to like place that. Like that was, there was so much going on this year that it's like
Right.
hard to keep track.
Let's not forget our boy Ryan Garris with my favorite color, hair, with Knocked Loose, coming out with
Ooh,
those two random singles out of nowhere, bro.
yeah. Because like you said, have they ever done a bad song?
No, they
That
have not.
is,
Knocked Loose is one of the only bands that I can confidently say has never released a bad song. Like, and they're like hardcore. They're good. They're good. And yeah, I can 100% say with confidence. I don't even think it's a bold
they've
statement to
never.
make that they've came out with a bad song. No, I don't think they have.
Hmm.
They're all fucking ass
Which
beating fucking motherfuckers.
begs the question: has Avenged Sevenfold ever put out a bad song?
Oh gosh. Hmm.
Also,
No and yes.
I forgot about the sign. We did.
No and yes.
Yeah.
No and yes. A lot of growing has went on, and I can't hate on. I can't keep hating on the stage because musically it was a very good fucking album. And if Matt's voice was like it is on Life Is But a Dream on the stage, or we had Hail to the King, Matt's voice, or Nightmare, fuck, it would have been different. But I don't know. Bring Me the Horizon, they're another band. But Knocked Loose though. On a real note though, shit. Deep in the Willow. Knocked Loose, motherfucker! It's such a good call out, man. But yeah, and then I'm sure we're gonna get some shit from Knocked Loose this year too, bro. Like, it just keeps
Yeah.
piling up. Anyways, what are your last two top albums that you have been listening to this week? I must know.
Oh man. Okay, so I'm gonna pull up my YouTube music, because also we're gonna start putting more stuff on our Spotify thing. We're gonna start doing playlists again, because we should do a playlist of best of first half of 2013. I mean, 2023.
We can do a 2013. We can do the 2013 for you guys too, for you
Oh, man.
boomers out there.
That actually would be pretty sweet. A good side project is to do a top 5 of each year going back to the past decade. But Not Without My Ghost actually has been my number one played thing. So here it is. My top 3 albums for the week, and here's the order: Price of Dreaming, Not Without My Ghost, and then Death of Peace of Mind.
My man.
Yeah, that's the cycle right now.
My fucking man.
Oh man, because I did.
It's great fucking picks, baby.
Yeah, no, I'm going through this like, because for a while I was on what is it, Spirit Box kick for a little bit.
Queen Courtney and the
Yeah.
Mike Stringer, like old Guitarski. Them guys are good,
Yeah.
man.
And then of course I was on the Beartooth kick of like for a good while. Beartooth and Trivium, just like once you hear it, like it's great to like just go back to like listen to them all again and stuff. It is also randomly I did buy tickets to see Wolf Mother in November because they were cheap. So I was like, that's a surprise, like just out of nowhere show. I was like, they're a fun band.
You're not gonna regret that at all.
Yeah. I was like, it's gonna be a good one, because it is ideally we're trying to somehow find a way to see Sleep Token without it costing a ton of money. And right now it seems like it's gonna be. I'm nervous about that ticket transfer thing. That's what I'm nervous about. I like buying tickets directly from the source. Like that's the question that I'm struggling with right now. But that is my list though of Price of Dreaming has just been so good. Bro.
Tell John, top 3 albums, top 5 albums so far this half of the year. Tag King listener, tag Cam Knows Best, tag John Benfelt. We want to know. Let's compare. Let's see where we're at. We got a lot of interaction with the, make me pick between 2 songs. We got a lot of interaction. I think we can get a lot of interaction on this next one. So, you see this? Tag the boys. and we'll all compare. We'll put in a list in. We'll get that playlist up. We're also going to do the 2013 for you boomers out there too. So since
2013.
old Johnny boy stumbled on his words but came out with a banging idea. So we're going to do that too. But
Dude,
man,
that was quite a year for things.
and it's just getting better. It's just getting better.
Yeah.
We should just do the 2010s. The 2010s.
The 2010s in general, that would be takes me back of like just like Ever Black by Black Dahlia Murder. That was a good one. Sing Them Live like back in the late like 2008 era around there. It's a lot going on. Also, what is it? For some reason popped up randomly Ghost, which we people have joked about them on our page and stuff because Ghost just sounds like John Bon Jovi. But
cough, 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 Caitlin. Caitlin with the bold statement.
Yeah, because once you hear it, that's all you can hear. So you're like, this is just dad rock for metal. Like that. But yeah.
Yeah, I mean, but Ghost is still good, man.
They're still good.
Like, come on. Like,
yeah.
It's not cool to hate Nickelback anymore. It's not cool to hate Ghost either.
That's true. Because overall, it's like, there's so much going on. I'm like, but yeah. So top 5 albums of first half of 2023. Also, we should start doing a thing where if people at like, let's say when an episode's released, if you want to tag us with your top 3 albums that you've been listening to for the past week, we might make playlists if there's enough crossover. That way, because there's been a lot of people on Instagram recently from my other pages of like World's Strongest Opinions, like asking for metal reviews and everything. Because one of my friends, he started whole hits. His playlist is called World's Strongest Metal Albums, and it's a whole like he's been really great in general. Of like this is of just like. Yeah, it's been really great having people enjoy the suggestions and get
the interactions. Because the interactions just keep growing.
Yeah. This was a brief callback to when you said that, what was it, Infinite Annihilator, that you not a fan of their message. I think that actually is kind of an important thing of realizing part of what makes Beartooth and the audience so great is like it's very like positive or healthy messaging.
Yeah.
And stuff. Like that's like. And two, it was interesting, like seeing Avenged Sevenfold go from being like, I don't know, not that they were ever party metal, but it's interesting to like watch them like get more introspective and stuff of like thinking about like life in general.
Yeah, I mean, fuck. The album starts off with Game Over, which is literally about you going through the whole
game.
The whole chapter of life until you just ultimately just had enough and hang yourself from the tree. It's a great album. It's experimental and it's got a message behind every song. It's a story. It tells a story and it's very progressive and that's what I like. Like I said, I still hold true on the people that hate it. Hate them. You give that a listen and you kind of forget everything you know about them. They'd like it. And one of my good friends. And I agree with what he said, absolutely. He was like, man, aside, if Dream Theater would have done this album, people would be fucking drooling over it, but people are only going to hate because it's Avenged, and I think that's true. I mean, you got to figure, I'm one of their, well, I wouldn't say their biggest fans, but I'm a really big fan of them and have been for many, many years. You would think out of anything, I would probably hate this album, but I think it's very good. It's a very different direction. It's kind of like Bad Omens going from sounding like Bring Me the Horizon on their self-titled album to the Weeknd with, I don't know, the Diet Weeknd. I don't know. I don't even know what you call that, but he's like a mix of the Weeknd and Blast, So,
yeah.
Like, I mean, check it out, man. Don't knock it till you try it. But you know what? At the end of the day, like I said, we're at the halfway point, guys. So send it to the boys. Tag the boys. Top 5, top 3, whatever you got to do. Let's get some interaction popping. Let's keep the good views, the good vibes moving forward. We appreciate all the support. We appreciate all the interaction you guys have been giving us. It's been warranted. We of course We appreciate it so much, and it's just getting better, and we just keep growing. So thank you guys for checking out today's episode. We will catch you again next week. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, hit the notification button. But yeah, hit that button for the notification so you see it when we pop up, and we'll see you guys next week. John, you got anything you'd like to say before we exit?
I will say it's been such an amazing year that I forgot that there was new August Burns Red that I enjoyed and new In Flames. It's weird to be like, those are huge albums, but like in any other year, like those would have been like really notable. And like I love In
all
Flames.
all the boys this year, they all work together to formulate a
Yeah.
plan to have this be the best year in music ever.
And it's only getting better. I'm glad we're
It
back.
is.
This is real good. We'll see you.
All right, guys, peace out. See you next week.